team here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here.
Sterling Brown coming off of a win tonight, man. Can you talk to us about your thought going into tonight's game?
Just wanted to come in and be aggressive. Last year we played the same team in the same game. It was a good competitive game, and we wanted to come out and just play like we did last year, just get the win, and get back downstate for another chance at the championship.
Definitely, man. And just talk about the whole season. It's like you said, like the coach said, it's been a little bit of a rough start, but you guys were able to persevere and get through it. Not as easy as it was last year, kind of when you guys were undefeated. But just talk about it, man. How you had to be the leader of this year's team.
It's different from last year. This year we hit a few bumps early on in the road. Guys not playing. We looked to the teams we were supposed to beat, but after the Christmas tournament, the guys, we had to sit down and we just all say that we want to do this to get back downstate. And we just went on 19-game winning streak, and we back down there. So now everybody just gonna come and just play hard.
In your opinion, what's that one thing that Proviso East has to maintain or get better at in order to, get downstate, back downstate?
For the next year, it's just intensity. Every man on the floor just playing their hardest. Defense, that's what Proviso East known for. The hard pressure defense, and that's what lead us to offense.
Right, and then obviously, we know you committed to SMU. Can you talk about, how that kind of happened and why you chose SMU?
I chose it for a few different reasons. I got family down there. I've been knowing James Howard, my recruiting coach, for a minute. Larry Brown, who wouldn't want to play for him?
Right.
Hall of Fame coach. And Dallas is just a great city. They got a good school, academic-wise, so it's just a good fit for me.
Right, and do you feel that, AAU or high school kind of gave you a little bit more exposure? Would you say it was kind of a mixture of both? Or?
It was a mixture of both, but AAU really did give me exposed playing the big guys, like the top guys, the Julius Randles and Andre Wiggins and all of them. And I played against those guys, so that's why I got my looks from.
And who would you say was, like you just named all those guys, who was probably one of your toughest matchups, man? If you had to pick one of those guys.
I would probably say Julius Randle.
Yeah.
He's strong. He played 6'8", played like a bulldog.
Right.
Had a couple fouls against him, but I held my ground.
Yeah. And whose playing style do you try to model your game after?
Playing style. I look at LeBron a lot. I've been watching him since he was in elite tournament with my brother.
Right.
I look at Magic Johnson, Paul Pierce. A lot of guys. I just try to really go out there and just play my best.
And your brother Shannon Brown's in the NBA. Has he kind of told you what you had to do in order to, evaluate your game to the next level?
Oh yeah, just telling me to go out there and play hard. I got to work on my game constantly in order to get better. Working, stay in the gym, just stay in the gym.
And obviously, like your coach mentioned too, in the beginning of the season, everybody kind of, doubted you, or they were always trying to put stuff on you. But how does that feel, man? Do you kind of play with a chip on your shoulder every single game, just showing, the world who Sterling Brown is? Or?
It feels real good to prove people wrong. Everybody against you. People saying that you're not gonna do this. You got attitude, high head, everything. These last few games I've just been playing calm, and we've been winning.
Right. So you heard that here first, man. Nobody doubts Sterling Brown because he's gonna make you sorry, man. And then, just a couple more questions. Talk to us about some of your strengths and your weaknesses, and how you've used the offseason to work on those weaknesses.
Some of my strengths, I say finding an open man, drawing double teams, finding an open man in transition, get out on the break. Rebounding has really improved for me, playing defense, I like playing defense, get the ball on defense, you get offense. So some of my weaknesses, I would say, I got to work on my shooting a little bit, ball handling, but this summer I'm definitely going to get in the gym and work on those things.
Right, so you're kind of excited to get on that SMU and kind of get
definitely, right after the season, ain't no stopping for me, get right back on the court and continue to improve my game, Going down to the SMU in the Big East, it's a whole different ball game.
Right, then we went to the Big East, so it's going to be a whole different ball game, like you said. And then, just how do you prepare for a semi-out team with the Jabari Park? You faced them last year, unfortunately it was a loss, but how can you guys make it different this year?
Just watch film, just go out and play how we usually. Semi-out, the team's not unstoppable. You know, they
Right.
lost games already this season, so we just go out there and try to play our game and have them play our game as well. And when we do that, we come out to win.
And our last question for you guys: what pumps you up before a game? Listening to any music, particular artists? What's the hot artist right now?
You know, I do, yeah. We listen. I listen to a few, Chief Keef, you know, Big Mill, just a couple different songs. Hold Me Back, Rick Ross. You gotta listen to it. That's one of them that really motivated me.
Okay, definitely, man. I'm Derek Spallone, alongside, regional champs, Lily Brown for super sectional champ.
Yeah.
And Sophie right here for proof. We appreciate it, man. All right.
Team here, started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom.